know what it is. 237. Catch us on the stoop. No place like home.
Baby.
And today, where the ball is at? Where the ball is at today?
Ball is
Where the ball is? Yeah. Right. Where the ball is at today? I'm gonna let him introduce himself. All right.
What's going on, man? You got DeAndre Bembry here. Checking in with my guys, man.
Yeah. Now. Don't listen first. Don't
from the NBA to the
exactly,
stoop, baby.
Don't talk light on him. Today is your day to talk your shit. Today is your day to talk your shit. So we gonna go all the way in today. Tell them who you is, baby.
Yeah, definitely, man. I guess we start that over.
Nah. We keep going.
Listen. He ain't going. This guy always trying to throw extra.
Amp it. We gotta amp it.
You know what I'm saying? But we know, cause we're New Yorkers.
Yeah.
We're New Yorkers. Of course, we saw you when you came into the league. Mm-hmm. You came to Atlanta, but we do know you were here
and BK, baby, big
with
bro.
them Nets.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? So, for those that don't know, you know what I'm saying? You got to spend, you grew up in the tri-state. You're a tri-state guy. Let's not say that. Cause you know what I'm saying? All praises are due to North Kakalaki. Cause you know what I'm saying? A lot of our ties is from North Kakalaki.
No doubt.
So we want to sit down and send that love out there. But you from the tri-state too.
Shout to New Jerusalem. Shout to New Jerusalem. Yeah. Shout to Jersey.
I mean, I always had love and passion for the tri-state. I'll tell you that. I was born in Charlotte for sure, but I was raised by a family from up north.
Okay.
So we definitely kind of migrated down to Charlotte, and I was the little kid in Charlotte running around. I'm from New Jersey. So I always had love, and also big cuz Riz. Shout out to Riz.
Yeah.
Big Riz.
Shout out to Riz. What up, Riz?
Don't forget Mama Love though.
Yeah.
Definitely. I mean, we got a long list of people.
Yeah.
Definitely. Shout out to Mom Deuce as well.
Of course.
Yes.
But I always had love for New Jersey and New York as well as Philly as well. So,
Yeah.
I was always connected for sure.
Yeah.
Nice.
Cause Philly, you played in St. Joe's. You know what I'm saying? Cause you just got you just got elected into the Hall of Fame.
Big
what I'm
five,
saying?
yeah.
Big five.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? What was that like? What was that like?
It was dope, man. Unfortunately, it was my first time coming back to campus since I entered the league. With the NBA schedule and summer schedule, just working out. And, I never had the chance to come back to school. So, it was my first space, and the first space was being nominated into the Big Five. So, dream come true. Obviously, wasn't expecting it this early, but, the GM at my school is like, bro, this is perfect time. And I'm you sure right now? I'm just like, why not? Like, I'm, injured working out and stuff like that. So why not, come, take full advantage of it. And it was dope, man. Like I said, being in that space, remembering those days,
coming back home.
Exactly. It was dope, man. It was dope.
Cause St. Joe's, come on. Put his jersey up in the hall, baby.
Hey,
in the Raptors.
Yeah. I mean, even when I was with Brooklyn, we still got our 2 championships that we won in the Barclays. So,
they hanging up in the Raptors.
They hanging up.
I always got good energy in that building.
Yeah. Well, you've been, Atlanta, Brooklyn, Toronto, right now, Milwaukee.
Nah, free agent right now.
Free agent.
Free agent right now.
So, we just saw one of the league's greats. I ain't gonna say he the greatest. I don't subscribe to the greatest. I don't. You're in the league, so you got your perspective. But we just saw one of the greats drop over 40,000.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I would love to know your thoughts.
I thought you was gonna ask him how many of that 40,000 he got on you.
At least 2. I definitely got a few points. I never played LeBron in the playoff series, so
Different type of energy. Okay.
So I mean, it's funny, man. LeBron, he's played against a lot of these players' dads, so it's really the longevity about the dude. Playing 20 plus years, obviously now the 40 plus 1,000 points. It's just the way he did it. Taking care of his body. and still trying to stay in the league for his son to get in the league. Man. That's some shit that we ain't never seen.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that inside? Is that inside the locker rooms too? Like the fans talk about that. He want to get there when his son get there, but y'all talking about players. Y'all think the same thing that he want to get in there. Oh, he left his phone. Oh, got the hand.
You better catch it now, athlete. But nah, I mean, definitely. I mean, we all talk about it. I mean, a lot of players obviously have kids, you know. And most of the time they're a lot younger, and most of the time, by the time they're playing basketball, you're damn near retired, right?
Yeah. Steph and Dell.
No doubt.
I can get what you're saying.
Exactly. So, I mean, I know that's probably a blessing of his. I know that's probably a dream of his, you know, just going out there and being able to play against or with his son at that. So, I know that, it's dope. That's dope.
That's real dope.
That is bad. But we got NBA questions for you. All right. It's a pleasure to have you here today. First of all, let's talk about how was the transition for you coming into the NBA?
It was tough, I'll say. Especially, the first year, I'll say, the week before I got drafted, my little brother passed. So that was definitely tough. Going through that process. I scheduled about 16 workouts. I did 8 and then that happened. So, after that happened, I kind of canceled the rest of my workouts, you know, and I was just on some shit like I land wherever I land at that time. Because mentally, you know, it was a lot, you know. So thank God, you know, I ended up getting drafted to Atlanta Hawks 21st pick in 2016. And, throughout that season, I just knew I was going to play. I came in that summer cooking everybody on the team. The Hawks was actually
cooking.
He said
I was cooking.
Sure. Definitely was cooking. But, you know, wasn't cooking enough, obviously. I wasn't able to play that much as I thought I was my rookie season. Just like a lot of players come in, unless you like the number 1 pick, number 2, 3, you know, you probably won't play as much. So, I went through that phase of not playing and, you know, dealing with stuff off the court. So it was a lot at that time. So, it was tough, but, you know, like I said, going on, played 6 years so far. And, you know, I made it through, I'll say.
Listen, it has to be a blessing to have played basketball. Cause, you know, some of us play basketball. We ain't go nowhere.
You know what I'm saying? Out past this park down the street. Okay.
So to have played ball, you know what I'm saying? Get to college. If I'm not mistaken, y'all win like 2 chips or something?
Definitely. I won 2 out of the 3 years.
Okay.
I don't want to say, you know, y'all won 2 chips.
So your name's stamped out there, baby.
Most definitely. Man. I get so much love in Philly. It's crazy, especially in New York as well, and in Jersey, like I said, all of Tri-State. But Philly always shows a lot of love to me, especially St. Joe's.
Wow.
I was just talking to Jameer Nelson. So just keeping in contact. I don't know if you guys know Coach Martelli. There's always good love with everybody, you know, that comes from that area, because, you know, there's only a few people that, you know, come out of college and obviously, you know, make it to the NBA, especially from a mid-major as well at that. So, it was dope, man. The story continues for sure.
So, with it being a mid-major, right? How challenging is it to get the scouts to actually, you know, Kentucky, you know what I'm saying? You know, Duke, North Carolina, you know what I'm saying? Like, those are, you know what I'm saying?
It's some names,
But how hard and difficult is it to come from a mid-major? Because, you know, of course, I'm a Knicks fan. So, you know what I'm saying? And Langston came from your school, right? You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? You know, he played for the Knicks for, you know, for a little while. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, how difficult is it to come from a mid-major to actually get drafted?
Yeah, man. It was difficult, I'll say. But in my space, I wasn't even thinking about the NBA, to be honest with you. Before I even got to college, I wasn't even thinking about college.
Yeah.
You feel me? Before playing in high school basketball, I wasn't even thinking about playing in high school basketball. You feel me?
Yeah.
I was the kid running around, you know, girls outside. I was the dude at the park that's nice as hell.
Yeah. Being the kid, having fun, and still enjoying the game.
Everybody gonna bet on. I'm the one shooting, but I ain't putting up no money. You feel me? I was that dude. You feel me? So like, I learned through the streets on, you know, how to be tough and with basketball. You know.
Okay.
I got my skills through the streets, to be honest. And then I jumped into AAU. So AAU kind of kept me around basketball, to be honest with you.
Made you take it serious then around that time, you feel like? Like that's when you was like, yo, this could be something for me.
If you want to be honest, it was really my grades back then. I wasn't really worried about school.
Okay.
Like I said, so that's why I said I was normally at the park, or I waited into the summer where, I could play basketball with a team.
Yeah.
So by the time I got to like a high school, you go to one of them high school games, you're like, oh shit, this is
crazy
different.
Out there. Yeah.
So I had that moment, my freshman year in Charlotte, and I'm just like, damn, man, like I want to play, but I couldn't. Grades.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So then, after my freshman year, I ended up getting it together my sophomore year, and that was like my first time playing school basketball. And I was just like, damn, this might be something I need to stick with. And then that following year, that's when I moved back up to New Jersey and went to St. Patrick's. So.
Okay.
I started taking it more serious. So it was definitely tough. And then, like you said, leading up to college, back to college and being a mid-major, like I said, I was just tunneled on, just enjoying where I was at in life. And then freshman year, we took a trip, every 4 years, college may go overseas, to play like a tournament against a professional team.
Yeah.
So going over there, I came off the bench, but when I came off the bench, I'm just like, oh yeah, this me. Like,
yeah.
I'm like, this me.
You was ready to rock,
By the time we came back, I was starting with 4 seniors.
Okay.
So you feel me? After that, my confidence was through the roof.
Yeah.
After the first few games, NBA scouts was at the game, so I'm like, oh shit, like,
this is live. Yeah, this live right here.
The Lakers here. They said this person. I'm like, oh, they here for me. Oh, all right.
Yeah. Trying to show out now. Yeah.
Definitely. So, I never really I never seen St. Joe's as a mid-major. You feel me? When I was there, because we was nice.
Yeah.
Like, we was nice. So, like.
We win 2 out of 3.
Yeah, listen. Y'all put that work. Yeah, y'all put that work in.
Yeah, you can't.
Y'all put that work in.
Can't
deny it. Yeah.
Right.
I got a question for you. So, how tall were you when you in high school or?
Be honest, I was damn near the same size. I hit my growth spurt early, so I was about 6'4" freshman year, and I was already banging and dunking and shit. So I wasn't. You feel me?
So of the league in sports, and and people are coming to them and say, hey,
yeah, I feel
what you doing with your height? You know what I'm saying? Because everybody always assume because you're tall, you should be playing ball.
No, definitely. I mean, you know how it is. People definitely walk up to you. They just know I play basketball.
Yeah.
At this point, you just know it. But
I don't know who he is, but he better be playing basketball.
You get on the elevator with the wrong person. Oh, what team you play for? I play soccer. But definitely, I mean, like I said, I naturally just got into basketball. Like I said, through the streets, I was just like very competitive. Like I was playing, you know how it is as a kid. You're going to play baseball,
you're going to run through a couple of things. Yeah,
I was doing it all. So it got to a point where I was like, all right, I'm cutting off baseball. I'm good on that. I was still playing football and basketball. Then I was like, you feel me? All right, I'm good with football. Like now I just got basketball. You feel me? And I just ended up growing that passion that way. So I wasn't like pointed to basketball. Nah, I just naturally gravitated to it for sure.
Now, at your height, do you consider yourself a shooting guard or point guard?
Both. Naturally, I feel like a point guard because I like that chicken in my hand. But you know how it is on paper.
Yeah.
They want to name you, shooting guard at my size, being 6'5", 6'6", you're a shooting guard. You got to be a shooting guard, I guess. But I was looking at players like I said, Vince Carter was my favorite, Penny Hardaway, different guys that was my size, that was playing with the pill in their hand. So I never looked at myself as a position, because growing up I was a center.
Yeah.
Because I was the tallest.
In the hood when you play ball, and you the tallest, that's automatically where they put you. Like, yo, big man, we gonna put you right here. But in the NBA, you would be like, like a guard.
But I had to learn that over time because, like, when I was younger, I was the center. You feel me? But I was the center that grabbed that bitch and I'm gone.
But let me ask you. I was about to say, let me ask you. So when you young, you in the hood, you playing ball in the park with the peoples or whatever. They look at you like a center. But then when you start to transition and you start playing like organized basketball, did that mess with your game? Did you have to change your game?
Nah, like I said, ever since I played basketball, always was dribbling. So it wasn't like, go to the post, give me the ball. Nah.
Yeah.
I was always the person, like I said, grab that bitch and I'm gone. Or I always had the ball in my hand. It was just, I had to guard the biggest dude. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I'm down there battling, but my whole life, I'm really a shooting guard, but I'm battling with dudes 7 feet tall. You feel me? Like, so I learned how to, be aggressive and strong at a younger age just because of that.
And to take a hit.
Yeah, so like, most definitely. Like, but more so grown men I was playing with in the park. And them not really trying to, baby me.
Yeah.
So that played a factor. And then as you get older and you start hearing like being a shooting guard, point guard position, I'm like, all right, well, shit, I know I ain't getting no taller, but now I'm starting to play against people way bigger than me. I got to start, playing like a shooting guard. So like when I got to St. Pat's, that's when I started kind of, locking in with who I really wanted to be as a basketball player. Then by the time I got to St. Joe's, it was just like I had to be a guard. So like I still had to get better, and that's what I was doing. I was just getting better at what I needed to do. And by the time I got to the league, I'm a point guard. You feel me? Like that's how I see myself. I mean, I played different positions with different organizations, even having meetings with different teams. They even all saying different shit. We see you as a shooting guard. I went to Toronto, bro. Their draft stock on me. It was like, we see you as a point guard. Like, we want to see you with the ball in your hand. So you feel me? Like, I've always seen myself, 1 through 3. You feel me?
Okay. So what you call it? With you being in Milwaukee at one time, as the tenacity that Giannis plays, like you look at it, there have been very few players. I watched Shaquille. So Shaq was a very dominating player. You know what I'm saying? Giannis has a lot of that in him. Like he can really dominate a game. You know what I mean? How does that, how do you, cause you're playing with these guys. Like your Trey. Trey actually,
he been around a lot of dominance.
That's what I'm saying. Trey been around a lot of dominance. Trey got that thing and he shoot it. So how did you?
He been around a lot of
different kind of different kind of players. Different. That's what I said. Different kind of players in that
aspect. I had to get accustomed to a lot of different people's game for sure. But the player I am, I'm gonna always be a favorite teammate. You feel me? That's how unselfish I am. Like I know when to be selfish. Don't get me wrong. Get the fuck out the way. But like, I was like that. Like you can name all these dudes like the Trey Youngs, Pascal, Kevin, all these guys. Kyrie, shout out to Kai, man, cause he definitely led me. I was always watching him. Like the summer I came into St. Pat's, Kyrie was the number 1 draft pick. You feel me? So when I did sign with Brooklyn, when we first seen each other, it was like, Kai was like, yo, this full circle. Shit like that. So it was just like, the way I play, I could play with the ball and I could play off the ball. I had to get accustomed to that. Getting drafted to Atlanta, my first year I ain't really played. Second year I was able to play with the ball. And then being able to play with Trey, I had to get used to playing off the ball immediately. You feel me? Immediately I had to get off the ball. So you feel me? It was cool. I was able to, play off the ball because I was used to being able to play off the ball. So, Trey's unselfish as well. He gonna get his assists, but he like to shoot the ball as well. So me and him was eye to eye. I never had, any problems with it. I was able, like I said, to play off the ball. And sometimes, coming off the bench is good for you, because, you got more freedom when some of these stars, they go are on the court. You feel me? So I've been starters before. Like either way, any team I've been on, I've always carved my own minutes. So I just, you just kind of got to get accustomed to a lot of these guys in the league, especially these organizations that make, these lanes for these guys.
Well, being that you played, you say you played in Brooklyn, and Vince Carter was on the Nets. I don't know did he make Brooklyn? He didn't make Brooklyn.
No. Nah, he was with the.
Do they still?
New Jersey.
Do they still praise Vince Carter in the Brooklyn? Like, is his pictures and highlights still around in the stadium
in
Brooklyn?
Organization.
I mean, Jersey and Brooklyn, 2 different things.
Yeah, I mean, the Barclays, it's a different pivotal building. I feel like. When they was building the Barclays, it was like they were building Brooklyn. I felt in a way too, right? A lot of different cultures was connected to the building, I felt like. And when you walk around the building, it's not just, basketball players through there. It's other athletes, other professions, actors, all type of people throughout the, throughout the arena.
Being recognized in the organization.
So it's not like you're going to see basketball. Like, of course, that's my favorite player. I'm always respected. But Vince, he's his own player. Like, I think he had his own, issues he dealt with when he was here.
Did you ever get to tell him?
Oh yeah, definitely. Like his last 2 years, was my last 2 years with the Hawks too.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So it was dope.
So he
was like, he was our vet.
Yeah.
He was our vet. You know, he was helping us out. You know, that was
that's dope.
That's what they tried to make his job, was to help us out. But you know, it was also his tour.
Exactly.
So any city we went to, it was crazy for them. So, you know, I'm in there, I'm asking him every question. You know, and me and him like this when I was there, I'm like, damn, like this shit crazy. But, you feel me? So it was a dream like I was living through. You feel me? So like, of course, you know, I always appreciated that relationship. I still got it with him today, you know. But it was dope being there with him for sure. Because like I said, my family's from Jersey. I was always watching him when he was with New Jersey Nets. You know, growing up, and then being able to, you know, get drafted there and play with him was a whole nother thing.
That's what's up.
What was something coming in that you ain't expect from the NBA? Like nobody could have prepared you for this coming into the NBA. It could be, I don't care what it is. It could be anything. It could be the locker room. It could be the flights.
The women,
whatever the case may be. Something nobody could have prepared you for. As a young man coming in, like, damn, this is a dream right here. I'm coming into the NBA. Like, yo, I don't believe. What was something they couldn't have prepared you for?
Man, I'll say to people attending the games.
Okay.
Especially me being in Atlanta. The games was like a club every night.
Yo, no doubt. In Atlanta, yeah.
It was like Atlanta is its own space, to be serious, on a serious note. Stars come to Atlanta and are comfortable in a different space.
Because that's a good space. That not for nothing, Atlanta, a good space for black
exactly.
people. You know what I mean?
Starting off, so like when you see like Boosie and them going crazy on the sideline, Chris Tucker, you know, all these people, it's like it's something about Atlanta where they're comfortable, and I kind of you feel me? So like. That was one thing for me. I'm like, damn, every night I'm seeing somebody different. I know y'all dealt with that here in New York as well. You know? Either Knicks or Barclays, you don't know who you gonna see that night. So like I said, my first 4 years with the Hawks, it was different. Just seeing so many different people that I was looking up to. I'm like, God damn, like, you know, even if it was the girls, like you feel me? I had the girls before the mother.
No doubt.
Of course, that double, triple up.
But now the caliber, the quality done changed now, baby. You want that once you touch that hardwood, the quality done changed around you now, baby.
That was definitely one of the main things, just getting accustomed to seeing people on a daily basis. And still trying to be humble, but also, you know, be a fan as well and be respectful. Wow. So that was probably definitely the biggest thing, just, you know, humbling yourself in ways to, you know, not, you know, fan out.
No doubt.
At a young age, at least. You feel
no doubt. He said, not fan out. Not realizing that I'm the star out here. Y'all came to see me. They came to see you, baby.
Definitely.
They came to see you.
Definitely.
We actually know that you got a nonprofit. I was looking in the bios.
You come from
Adrian.
Yes.
Who is Adrian? Because it says in memory, who is Adrian?
Yes. That's my little brother.
Okay.
Adrian Allen Potts. That's where we got it from. Adrian Potts, AP World is where it comes from.
Okay.
That's his side of the family. His father's last name. We had two different fathers. So we was only about a year, you know, from each other, age wise.
Okay.
So, you know, like I said, after it happened, we were just trying to figure out a way, you know, to keep his name, you know, alive.
Yeah.
For sure. And, definitely it was my mother that started it. You know, we was raised by a single mother. So, you know, it kind of hit us crazy hard, you know, let alone the rest of our family.
Yeah.
So, that was, you know, something for us to, you know, do something positive for the community. Obviously, you know, it was our first year, so we didn't know what we wanted to do for the community because we're from the community. So that was just like something that we thought of quick, and, you know, we kind of just pushed it from there. And even with, my number 95, that was the year he was born. So, that's the reason why I still wear 95 because of the year he was born, 1995. So, you know, just different ways, you know, to keep the name alive for sure. Yeah. I'm connected to different cities. So, you know, I try to make my rounds to every city, you know.
And being connected to so many cities, right? Cause I mean, you done spent a few years here, a few years there, you know, you build relationships with people. You know what I'm saying? So as that happens now, you got to check in with Toronto, cause you got your home base you done built in Toronto. You got your home base you built in Brooklyn, the home base you built in Atlanta. You still got Newark, you still got Charlotte, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So, you know what I mean? I know that, you know, with having such a plethora of places, you know what I'm saying? You can't be everywhere at, you know,
but there's no place like home.
Yeah, there's no
place like home.
Well, it's funny, man. Especially since I've been in the NBA, people don't know where I'm from. You feel me? If you don't look into my story, you may like people from Philly. They think I'm from Philly. They claim me. Just like New York. You feel me? Just like being in Brooklyn, I got family in Brooklyn. They claim me. You feel me?
doubt.
Or go across any bridge, I got family. You feel me? So my family's from the tri-state, so I'm comfortable here, and I naturally gravitate to these areas. Most of my following is from like you said, Toronto. I still get DMs from every organization from their fans. So that's something that always pushes me. I could tweet something or post something on Instagram. I'm gonna get a DM from damn near Toronto, Charlotte, Atlanta. You feel me? Anywhere I've played, Milwaukee. I always get love from every city. So I always try to reciprocate it back.
So you university.
Hey, I try to be, man.
Well, while you being a free agent, have you talked to the New York Knicks? I mean, I'm not, I don't mean, listen, don't pamper, no tampering or no charges. But I'm just saying, the Knicks, you know what I mean?
Nah, shout out to them, man. It's dope seeing, Jalen and all of the Villanova guys together, right?
No doubt.
Because they was
out. No doubt. It was a point.
It was a point in time where I had to go against all of those
No
guys.
doubt. Yeah.
Right. So being in that town.
Yeah. So, it's dope to see them all, be on the same team, and speak their story, It's dope to see that for sure.
While we there, growing up, who was your team growing up?
I say New Jersey Nets for sure.
Okay.
I was more of a player type of dude.
Okay. Instead of an actual team. So, me too. I was a player dude.
A few more players
that you grew up liking. That you grew up with.
MJ, you can't.
Oh, no, Mike is that dude. Mike is that dude. Yeah, Mike is that dude.
It's a lot of guys. Like I said, Kyrie obviously in there, building that relationship. He was special. I had to add that jelly to my game when I moved to Jersey. You feel me? It's a lot, man. I got a long list of players. I try to, imitate a lot of guys, whether if it's, guys I played with or guys, I looked up to like the Dominique Wilkins.
That was my dude when I was a kid. Dominique was my, when I was a kid, Dominique was that was my guy. That was my favorite player.
I can name any generation, man. Isaiah Thomas, like, I play like a lot of different guys. I'm aggressive player. So like, there's reasons why I like Isaiah Thomas. He up in dude's chest, you feel me? Full court, like, you feel me? Like, different players I try to.
Now, which Isaiah you talking about? You talking about Zeke?
Yeah.
Okay. No shout out, no damn disrespect to the other Isaiah. But we just talking about Zeke.
We talking about Zeke.
Okay, we talking about Zeke. I just want to make sure.
We talking about Detroit. We talking about that. We talking about that Detroit. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So, like I said, it's a long list of people, I looked up to for sure with, just basketball if we talking.
Yeah. I got a question for you. Because we were talking about dual citizenship earlier, right? When you were playing in Toronto, did you have to become a citizen?
Well, at that time, that was COVID when I was there. So the border was closed. So they placed us in Tampa Bay. So that whole season.
Okay, you was locked in.
There was nobody in no arena.
Remember
that was the lockout.
How was that though? So you was in the bubble. You was in the bubble.
No, I wasn't in that bubble. It was the season after that.
The season after. Okay.
And we it was different, man. They gave us some arena where it was with the NHL team in Tampa. I forgot the name of their team, but we shared the arena with them.
Okay.
And that whole season we had no fans. The whole league.
Yeah.
So it was already a weird season in general.
Yeah.
So it was different, man. We was getting tested 2 times a day. 2 times a day, once in the morning,
so
once in the evening.
When COVID happened, that was your draft, that was your rookie, and that was
No. That was like my 4th year. What was that?
That was your 4th year?
2021. Yeah.
2020 is when it started. 2020 2020 March is when the
that's when they cut it out, and then we was trying to figure out we was coming back. And then that next season came, and then that's when we was
wild. It was just a wild year with no fans and just
So that's
was you mad at Rudy? Was you mad at Rudy too?
Hey, man.
Rudy did that. That was Rudy brought that shit to the NBA.
When you start touching shit.
Exactly.
You start touching everything. It wasn't a good look, right? It wasn't.
You see it made it all the way to Brooklyn.
Oh, shit.
It is what it is, right? Hey, Good thing, the NBA is connected to so many people who was able to make it happen.
Yeah. Keep the season going for the fans
first,
and all that.
All of us, we didn't want to, right? Just like we didn't want to take the shot, right?
No doubt.
That was a whole nother subject, right? Where, we all was holding out until they said, oh, well, we're not going to pay you guys, right? And then, as far as work, what you gonna do, Just depending on what you want to do.
Yo, first of all, that shit is wild foul.
Think about it. We all back in Kai, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, we all don't got the bad Kai got, right?
This is true. This is true.
So,
That's right.
At the same time, we just, you gotta live through some shit at the same time. So, being able to come back and then play with Brooklyn that next year, we still testing and doing everything. It was just funny, man. There's a lot going on.
Y'all made it through. Yeah.
Yo, your big cousin is over there.
She's always been a big fan, man. Shout out to my entire
biggest
family.
Yeah. Shout out to Riz.
Mom, Deuce, and Riz, definitely the cousins that got me out here for sure.
Woo. Now, I was going to say, every time I knew he was playing, because he was at the ball, they said,
no doubt.
You put down the court floor, and all I hear, as soon as the floor's done, they start bringing, I didn't know me.
Right. Riz, she definitely spoke that into existence, man. She always said, yo, you gonna be a Brooklyn Net. Yo, you gonna come out here. And then somehow it ended up working out where, it made sense for me to come out here. And like I said, I always wanted to play with the Nets too.
Yeah. That's why I say you might want to come across the water to 34th Street. You know what I'm saying? Maybe. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I'm not against it.
Bring some of that good old defense.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey, that's what the league needs, man.
Yeah. Yo, speaking of that, how you felt about the All-Star game, man? Exactly. Yeah.
Where were you at the All-Star?
What changes would you make? Yeah.
It is what it is, right? It's been like that for a few years now,
right? It has been like that for a while.
This year was the worst.
This was the worst, though. This was the worst. Sure. It has been like that for a while, but if you could, what would you change?
I didn't even watch the whole game, to be honest with you.
Listen.
But, you know how it is. I think it's just different conversations you got to have with some of these players, right? Even the organization. At this point, guys are not trying to get hurt, right? They're adding more games, adding more tournaments. I think we should take more games out. I think if you take more games out, you'll get more, more players that are taking more serious.
Yo, but what is the purpose?
What about another check?
The check, though. What's the purpose of having the best players in the league on that court at one time not to play? Yeah, but to see you do some Harlem Globetrotter shit like that, get out of here, B.
I'd rather somebody.
I spent on this weekend to come
I'd rather somebody showcase their talent.
Exactly.
Give it to the rookies and the free agents that don't.
Not for nothing. The skills challenge was the best shit.
You gotta incentivize them. What about the in-tournament thing? You incentivize them.
That was cool, but that All-Star game was horrible.
The All-Star game for me was horrible, man. The dunk contest, your man's in them. Get that shit out of here,
Think about
man.
throwing money at All-Stars. That ain't gonna do nothing.
They shouldn't need it.
That ain't gonna.
What I'm gonna do? That check that they gonna donate to somebody.
Nor do they.
They need it. Do they need it? Nor do they need it.
Let me ask you a question.
So we advocate no All-Star. We're gonna call it Next Star. We want the younger youth, the free agents, the people that.
Well, that's what they do with the rookie versus sophomore.
Yeah, that need to be the highlight then. That need to be the highlight reel.
Like in the summertime type situation.
You do the NBA All-Star break after the season.
Nobody worried about getting hurt.
Is done.
This, that, and the third.
Is like the Pro Bowl. This is the give back to the fans. Now you got those players that we not playing for nothing else. So let's
let's get it in.
I seen a new thing too, though.
Terrible too.
What's that?
The one-on-ones.
You can't do
you know what? I'm kind of feeling that your favorite matchups go against each other, like when Kareem played Dr. J type situation. You know what I mean? I like the 1v1.
What make one-on-one? Like, what makes you think they're gonna play hard because it's one-on-one?
We do.
It's a drill. It's a drill
throughout the season.
Yeah,
let alone
it's a drill.
2v2, 5v5 behind closed doors. You know,
exactly. They do it all. Y'all do it all the time.
Just like y'all see in the Olympics. might have a back-to-back game that next day, and your team wants you to play 40 minutes.
Yeah, that's what I want to tell the people. You know what I mean? Inside stuff that they might not know. You know,
for sure.
Tired out there. You need that rest.
So that's why I respect LeBron, because of how he take care of his body, man. The longevity, man. I want him to break them records. Yeah. Just because they don't know what we do go through behind closed doors and being told, you know, go out there and hoop, right? Go out there and shut up and dribble, all that shit.
Yeah, shut up and dribble, right?
I mean, then you still get heckled by the fans and, you know, all that type of shit, man. All that shit matters, but I don't know. I feel like it's going to be tough to try to get them guys, man, especially the way that a lot of them think, man. They're not worried about All-Star. Like, that's like a break for us now. You feel me?
But let me ask you a question. Do you think they should limit how many different states they play in it? Because Carmelo and Draymond was just talking about it. It was like maybe they have just one central place for it every year. Build an arena for that.
Almost like the bubble.
Yeah.
Almost like the bubble.
And every year, that's where we're gonna have the All-Star fan and pick a place. Cause like nope, everybody said it wasn't that good because it was in Indiana and nobody want to go there. It was cold.
Indiana is considered the basketball town.
Yeah. Even though, but it was still cold. And
it's a big basketball town.
I don't think that'll change the perspective on, you know, how each player thinks.
I mean, you know, he respected out there.
I don't know, man. Like I said, especially me myself, I haven't been able to be an All-Star yet, right? But that during that break, it's a mental break for myself. You feel me?
Okay.
And the physical, obviously, for your body, you know, ice bath, relax, chill. You get in the gym probably still, most of us do. But we all are looking at it as like a break because of how many games we got. You feel me? Like our season is so on the go. Off season is so short. You feel me? We only got, you know, that's why you see a lot of players to be like, damn, that shit went by fast, because we grinding throughout our whole
time
career.
Don't stop. Yeah, don't stop.
The only reason I got a break right now is because of my injury. Yeah. You feel me? And this is the first time me being able to, you know, be in this space where I'm like, all right, you know, what I'm about to do, you know, without basketball, what I'm into, you know. And this is the first space. I remember talking to Vince when COVID hit. He was like, yo, this is the first time I've ever been sitting down
in my own house.
And I'm like, damn, like this nigga done played 20 plus years. He got a record right now.
No doubt.
And he just now having a break. You feel me?
Exactly.
So that's why I just like the All-Star. It's gonna be tough, man. They got to change a lot of things, I think, for sure.
What space are you in right now? You just said because of your injury, you on the recovery road, and so where you trying to be? What's the next step for you right now?
Oh, I just been in the gym, man. Shout out to the smart guy, man.
Yeah.
That was an earful, and I fuck with it. I fuck with it, man. I fuck with his energy, man.
No doubt.
No doubt. Great energy.
As an athlete, he knows the grind. So you got to respect it, you know. It's I don't know. It's just different, man. Being in the space, not playing basketball, I've been able to, you know, not only just think about basketball, but, you know, off the court, there's stuff I had to deal with as well. You know, trying to get my thoughts together. Yeah. And it's been a good space for myself. Like I said, I've been able to be creative in other ways that's not around basketball, and, you know, also, you know, work basketball as well on my own time. You know, and not be pushed. And I'm in a great space, man. I'm a lot more healthy. I'm definitely, you know, like I said, I should be signing with another team soon. You know, get myself back out there, but I'm just on my own time, you know, get myself to a space where, you know, I can get back out there and talk my shit.
Is those ice baths really that good?
I mean, I'm in there every day.
Yeah, every day? Oh my goodness.
When you sign with another team, right, I just want you to look at the camera and say, I told you, Stoop. I told you. That's all I want.
Hey, lock that in. Hey, lock that in for sure. We're going to have to rekindle that in a couple weeks, I'll tell you that.
What you call it? Are you, now how far are you along in your rehab?
I'm all the way back.
Oh, okay.
I'm just, you know, ending the rehab the right way. You know?
All right, okay.
So I'm trying to put myself, you know, with the organization, you know, that want the best for me as well.
Yeah.
You know, so just going through that process, you know, whether if it's I was in a space where I didn't know if I wanted to, you know, go different routes, whether it was overseas or you know, G League opportunities to work myself back up. So it's all been on the table, to be honest with you. Yeah. I'm just you know, working on myself, trying to get myself there.
Are you over the fear of injuring yourself again?
Oh, I've been over it. You know, I've always been a kid grown to a man with clarity. You feel me? So I've never, you know, I've been through so much. You know, I'm happy to be alive. You know, I ain't even tripping over an injury. So, you know, I've definitely had days, you know, early on after my injury where I was like, damn, man, I don't feel like I'm gonna get back. But you know, putting that work in, getting out there, I've been able to get back to a space where, I've definitely found the love back for basketball again.
Yeah, that love. He got that love back.
Because homie from the Nets, I just don't understand, you know what I'm talking about. He played one game and then he out the rest, every other.
Ben Simmons.
Ben Simmons. I think he's not over his fear of getting hurt. Because there's no way, like, if you want to be, and I'm not never been in your position.
You good.
I want it that bad. Like I want to be on the floor. I don't want to play a game and then next week I'm like, nah, I don't feel like.
Some people just know how to work the system. Like,
But not only that, though, you also got to know what kind of diagnosis the doctors is. You know, because like you look at it, they made it sound like Kawhi. The doctors made bad diagnosis with Kawhi.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Doctors can do that too.
Yeah, they can make, and not only. We all got to remember the organizations are paying a lot of these doctors. So
Most
you know what I'm
definitely.
saying? They sit down now and they tell the doctors this,
They
we
told
need
what to
him.
say.
Yeah,
They
we
told
need
what to
him
say.
on the court. So you know what I'm saying? They might be, you know what I'm saying? That's why you hear guys, their doctors fighting with the league doctors.
That's a
because
fact. That's a fact.
They might be, trying to get people on the floor.
To argue for Ben, man.
They gonna get it out, you.
To argue for Ben, man, I think he's been through a lot off the court too, man. We all, it could be something with his injury, right?
Yeah.
But like off the court, I mean, we all seen what Philly was doing to him, right? Like, it was a lot for him mentally. Not trying to knock that, because I feel you. I was that dude, like, nigga, get your ass on the court. I got traded. I got my contract was voided because of him getting traded and James Harden. You feel me?
Yeah.
I was in between that, and I was the best defender on the Nets. You feel me? So I took that away too. I was drafted the same year as Ben Simmons. You feel me?
Yeah.
He always was something I looked forward to playing against. You feel me? Because he was the #1 pick in my year. You feel me? I remember that.
Shutting this nigga down.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying? We're shutting him down.
Hey, but I can say that with my chest because you can look on film. Like anytime I played
Yo,
it.
you had. Yo, Ben, it's love, but you had.
All love,
Shit.
all love.
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah,
But nah, it's anybody. You got to find something that make you push yourself. You feel me?
Yeah, and that's what I think. That's I see it when he play, cause it'd be nice he'd be out there and he killing, and then you looking for him the next game he on the bench.
Yeah, I think it's more of a
Because
mental
he's
thing for him for
versatile.
sure.
One minute he want to do fashion, the next minute he want to play the game.
He looking good on the sideline, though. He wearing that shit
Nah,
on the
but he
sideline.
looked better on the court for sure. Because I fuck with his game, man.
Yeah, no doubt.
I fuck with
No
his
doubt.
game, so I
Yeah.
definitely wish him the best because I know what he can do on the court. He was supposed to be that next LeBron.
Oh, yeah.
Like he was supposed to be that next Magic Johnson. You feel me?
Exactly. That's
So
what
like
we
that'd
compared
be
to,
better for the game if he could come back, and come back
in
from
100%
that redemption stuff.
capacity. Yeah.
Because like I said, I'm going through injuries. A lot of us go through injuries, even if you're not playing sports, man. Something you're gonna go through.
Yeah.
So I wish him the best, but it's tough, man. Like I can't speak for what he's going through.
Yeah.
I look forward to seeing you back on the court.
Oh, we do too.
I
We
look
do
forward
too.
to
We
you.
do
It's a
too.
great thing.
We do
But,
too. And
biased, not biased. He's a great guy. I like to say I taught him how to play, but the way my height is set up.
Right. We know. We believe you. We believe you.
But to be able to play here in New York, do you think it gave you a different mentality going elsewhere, knowing that New York is different? Any other if you playing for the Nets or you playing for
Yo, who is the hardest fans?
Yeah.
That's what. Who is the hardest fans
That's
you
a better
ever had
question.
since you've been
Play
on a
for
couple
or
of
play
organizations?
against?
play for?
Play for.
For New York,
Fans been
The most
great.
critical.
Every
Yeah,
teams
yeah.
I've been on, they've been great, man. To be honest, especially like the way I play, I always play hard. And,
Yeah.
If you're a real fan, you're gonna, appreciate it. So, I mean, I guess I gotta say New York, right?
Yeah.
Because Atlanta, Atlanta was dope, but a lot of those fans don't come for the game. To be honest with you,
They come for the
show.
fanfare.
They come to
for the show.
pregame
Gonna
for the
be
night.
okay.
So I definitely probably say New York because you get more opinions on the game.
They're gonna be honest. They're gonna keep it a buck. They're gonna keep it a buck.
Should have did this.
Play the good game. Play the good game. You suck tonight.
But it was also different playing with Brooklyn. I'm sure it's different playing with the Knicks. You know?
I'm about to say that.
Because
I'm sure it's different
Even
playing
though you
in
ain't
Philly
played for the
too.
Knicks, what I'm saying, how does it feel to play in the Garden? Like,
it's dope, man. I compare the Garden to LA.
Yeah.
Because of the fans are bougie, bro.
Yeah.
It's like, nah, seriously, on serious notes, because if you ever go to an LA game, it's quiet as fuck. It's so quiet. It's like they only gonna cheer as soon as you do something.
Okay.
Or if LeBron touches. You feel me? Like, just like New York, like, they not gonna say nothing unless you do something terrible. They gonna boo your ass, or you make a dunk. You feel me? They gonna go crazy.
Yeah.
So that's why I compare it to. It's like the best of the best. You feel me?
Yeah.
They want to see the best. You feel me? So that's what I got from it. And I only say that because I think playing with the Nets and the Knicks is two different vibes.
because lights is different.
It is.
I'm just saying, like, for
Lights are brighter on 34th Street.
I think the fans, obviously, with the Nets, you got to be. It's a little iffy, right?
Yeah.
New Jersey, Brooklyn, like you don't know what you want to be, right? And then you get the Knicks, you got real fans from back in the day.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think it's different playing with the Nets. Depending on what team come in there, that motherfucker arena might be the opposing fans.
Yeah.
When I was with them, LA come in there, it's LA fans.
Yeah.
Boston come in there, you gonna see
The
all.
city,
You feel me?
the city is torn
see all the
between
Italians in
the
there,
city
but-
between
Yeah.
the Knicks and them.
No.
I mean,
But
son,
in the Knicks in the Garden, it's a little
Garden,
different.
that's different.
Yeah.
We could be a shitty team and they're gonna still cheer for us.
Exactly. So that's why I think the Nets was a little different.
even when the Knicks come to the Barclays.
You right about the
Oh,
Cosmos.
they
I saw
know
that
the
a lot
Knicks
too.
in the building. Yeah, you're gonna know the Knicks in the building. Yeah.
You
There's
know,
more Knicks fans in Barclay
All
than
day.
it is.
All day.
And that's
We're gonna
why,
say
hey,
your name
even
all
like
day.
Mikal Bridges, he even
He wanna
says that,
come
like,
in
when the
there.
Knicks played the Nets,
Be wild.
It'd be wild.
it's the Knicks in there.
Yeah.
As it should be, though.
Yeah. I mean, listen, that's all we had for a long time. That's all we had for a long time.
Well, we want to sit down and say, you know what I'm saying, we want to thank you, wishing you a more speedy recovery,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, and to get picked up tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Tomorrow. And don't forget, don't keep the Knicks out of your aspirations. You know, come to the
Definitely
Knicks.
not,
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I don't discriminate.
Yeah. We want you. You know, we want you. We need help with like a motherfucker right now.
Y'all doing, hey.
We ain't that. We alright. We looking like something.
At least y'all got something to
We
hold
looking
on
like
to.
something. Yeah.
And you know, for the
We looking like
love,
something out
for the
here.
love of everything,
Yes,
brother,
sir. Appreciate
we
it.
want to sit down and get you a T-shirt because you know what I'm saying. We appreciate everything you're doing. You know what I'm saying. We want you. We wishing you all the best, and you know what I'm saying. Please, if you make a team, come back and talk that talk. Talk that shit with us.
Yeah.
Lock that in.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Lock that in.
Exactly.
See that for sure real soon.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank
Pulling
you.
up, baby.
Huh?
Y'all know what it is. 237. No place like home.
Huh?
Catch us on the stoop,
baby.
baby. 100.